Welcome to another episode of Tripp and Graham Have Issues. And today is not going to be anything to disappoint anybody else because we have a buttload of issues today. And I'm going to start out with an issue. Yeah, it's Catherine, isn't it? Heigl?
Yes.
Catherine Heigl.
Yes.
She was attacked because she attended a dog rescue charity event, but it was at Mara Lago. And I mean, okay, this is what's so crazy. And she's defended herself on this. Why is it people are so triggered about where it is or who is associated with it and things like that instead of the actual event itself? It is a charity event to protect dogs, to protect animals. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Who cares if it's at Mara Lago? I mean, I wouldn't care if it was at, someplace that the Obamas had or someplace that I can't imagine a place. I can't imagine a venue or something that would really upset me. That of something of a person. I don't care if it was on Epstein Island. Mm-hmm. If it was for this event, I wouldn't pair it in with these other things.
If it was a one-time event and all of the other things were shady Epstein stuff, that one thing, like, okay, I can separate that. It's the what and not it's the why and not the what.
I mean, if they had underage puppies that they're flying into the island or something like that to have Bill Clinton pet,
kind of reminds me of the
weird, but
reminds me of the hoax papers from the other episode.
Exactly,
like the dog park thing.
But and the other thing that I was thinking about when I was watching this is you and I worked closely with her husband for years with Josh Kelly, and he. And she is just a genuine, nice person, real genuine. He shared with us stories that we really can't repeat on the air, but about her morning routine with coffee. But but it kept her regular. Put it that way. But she's a regular person, a nice person. But she attended an event in Mara Lago, and that is going to be haunting her forever. We must cancel her. We must never see her movies. I mean, this is ridiculous. This world, it's just crazy.
Like I said, they don't care about the what. It's the who and where.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of they got upset because they gave the I guess it was the Marines, maybe all the whatever armed forces are there. They gave them steak dinners.
Oh, steak and lobster.
Steak and lobster.
Yeah.
And, Democrats are mad about that. Whereas if it had been found if they were eating dog food, then they'd have been upset about that. So it's really just who is in control at the time. That's all they care about.
Oh, and this goes so much of this Trump derangement stuff, and even we're not maybe the biggest Trump fans in the world, but we recognize you cannot get upset about everything. Trump thinks breathing air is good, so I'm against it. Yeah. Nobody breathe air anymore. I mean, it's just insane. And he really demonstrated it at the State of the Union address on how far they've gone off the cliff.
And it's funny because I don't watch a lot of Trump interviews or the State of the Union because I don't know. He like the other day when he was talking about how much he liked the name of Operation Epic Fury.
Oh yeah, he chose it from 20.
Excuse me, sir. Which name do you like? And they're saying he called him sir over and over. I think he likes being called sir. But I haven't been so. Excuse me a second. Had to adjust my mic cord. I don't listen to him much because of that kind of thing. But you're absolutely right. It's no matter what he says or does, they're gonna be deranged about it. So
yeah, it's insane. It drives me absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
The other thing is I had a good friend of mine pointed out that McDonald's was coming out with a new menu. And
I did see.
Yeah, it's the $3 menu, and which is akin to when they came out with the dollar menu so many years ago. But yeah, now the low cost is $3.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah, that's the threshold. That's. I mean, where did the dollar menu go? You know, it's just like inflation is crazy, absolutely crazy, and we haven't been able to address it.
A friend of mine just was telling me yesterday, actually, she went to Wendy's. The same thing she got that day was $13. 2 days before it was $11. And she asked him about it. She said, what made the price go up? She said, oh, that's Arby's raising prices.
Yeah, we're actually using meat this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
that's you notice they're not square anymore? Because we're using meat now. Oh, geez.
That's right.
I want to go eat out Wendy.
Well, here's another thing that the state of Tennessee in their legislature is going to introduce a bill to ban landlords from restricting gun ownership from their renters. Now, across the country, they've had where, especially if you've got, what do they call that, the Section 8 housing, where they restrict the people that come in and rent it from being able to have firearms or handguns or anything like that. This would completely reverse that. And it also lifts it would make them vulnerable to prosecution, being that if, in case they had this restriction for people and somebody got shot and they couldn't protect themselves, that they could sue the landlord. So they're trying to get that in there. Now, this is a conundrum, especially for me being a libertarian, because I've got property rights on one hand, where the landlords have the right on their property to have whatever restrictions and things that they want. But then on the other hand, the individual rights of the renters for their personal protection and Second Amendment. So it does sound like they get around it pretty well by saying, okay, you can exercise your property rights and restrain them from doing it, but if they get hurt, we're not going to cover that up by saying you can't be sued because of your gun restriction should have restricted the person that shot them.
Yeah.
And you can be sued because you'd taken away their ability to protect themselves. And you've got the knit eyebrow on there. You're thinking about something.
It's hard keeping up with. So first of all, I didn't know Section 8. Did you say that Section 8 is exempt from that? What were you saying at first?
No. Section 8 housing currently in most states, they restrict people that are coming into that housing from having firearms.
See, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. You would think the opposite because of how it actually is.
Yeah, they should require each and every one of them to be armed. I agree with you on that.
No, I'm saying that's how they actually are in Section 8. Everybody's got a gun, whether they're supposed to or not. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but maybe racist or something.
Well, no, it has to do with poor. It doesn't have to do with race. It's just people that are poor.
Point.
But it's yes. Unless you're a Democrat, then you can say, it has to do with black people.
Yep. You get promoted and move up, and
that's right.
Go from the House to the Senate.
I know. I cannot imagine. This. It's like if you. I can't imagine all the white privilege and all the wealth I'm missing out on being white. It just doesn't make sense when people make that equating of a racial group to economics or education or talent or anything else.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane. Do you have some topics you wanted to touch on today? What do you got issues with? You got issues all the time.
I have a thing here full, as you can see. If we were on video, you could see. But for now, it's audio.
You should put that on paper instead of writing it down your arm.
That just ruined what I was going to do. I was going to say it's not on video, so you just have to listen. That's my paper that I have it written on.
Yeah, right.
Everybody just took their headphones off right then. All right, anyway, so back to it. Yes, indeed I do have an issue. This one's about Myrtle Beach stuff before some of the others. This has been going around Myrtle Beach history page. Our good friend Martina has been talking about it. We hope to have on an interview soon, by the way. Brenda, as we know, has bought the area where Cozy Corner is.
Brenda and Brown Buffoon.
And talking about tearing it down, destroying it.
Oh, of course.
Which is disgusting.
But she has a vision.
Yes. It ain't 2020. That's what and it's I don't mean to go too much off on her, but yeah, she's talking about tearing it down. It's a World War II era establishment. Dino Thompson, the son of the original owners.
Yep.
Who wrote Greek Boy, a great book about Myrtle Beach for anybody who doesn't know. It's been there since then, right after the World War. They played a huge role in racial integration in the area.
Yeah.
They weren't political at all, but if you were a black person, you could come and sit at the same bar or same seat at the bar or at a table right next to a white person, which was just a groundbreaking thing in the South. It was a cool thing. And here comes Brenda just wanting to tear it down. And I hope somebody can talk her out of it. It's going around a lot on Facebook and online, but that's a big issue for me. If you know me, listening, my father owned Encore Video Productions, which was in that same building, that same block. I used to go to Pizza Villa as a kid, and I remember they had, at the time, the only peanut butter Twix that you could get around. I remember them being in the freezer. I remember the arcade. And then downstairs where me and you used to have you came up with the Hecklers, the comedy club downstairs, all this stuff. So for her to take that out is just a big issue for me.
We should probably
something's done about it.
We should probably come up with a list of properties for Brenda and Brown to buy up and tear down. So we can just completely erase all of Myrtle Beach's memories. Mammy's, we could have them take that down.
Turn that into additional parking or something, or maybe another brew pub run by.
There you go. Or a library. Or the Gay Dolphin. That would be a one that they could take out. I mean, that's part of history here.
Let's get it out of here. It's not restorable. It's not.
That's right.
It can't go into restoration. It's. I think Martina had written it not restorable or not valuable.
Yeah.
So we think we know which one that is.
I
don't know. Gross.
Yeah. The G Theater.
Palladium, the old Palladium.
That's right.
The Rivoli Theater.
Rivoli, yeah. Those have got to go.
Yeah.
We have to get rid of it. Might as well go ahead and rip out the train depot.
Yep.
That
get
should
rid
go.
of it.
Yeah.
The Bowery. It's about
the
time
Bowery.
for that to go.
My
We've
gosh.
got to get rid of it. So
absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I shudder to think of what all she would do if she was given.
But she'd have
free reign
vision
all over the place.
Yeah.
Sure.
None of us would be alive long enough to see what that vision would actually come to be.
Except for Nance Plaza, which she somehow turned into a private property, either by idea or by name.
And which no people can really travel through because they keep having to put gates and barriers up all the time.
And half the seating for the pub is out there. And I don't mean to harp on it, but that's one of my big local issues lately. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'm kind of proud of is House Parts was able to hang on by a thread and keep their business there. But I still think that they've got a target on their back.
Yeah, they probably still do. It's a good point.
Yeah.
I remember when all that was going on, he stood firm. Like, no, we ain't selling it to you. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're not eminent domain. No.
No.
Sorry, not doing it.
Yeah. Yep.
So good for them.
Yeah. I was going to say, too, our friend in New York, Mandami, has been having to try to figure out economics. He is not having a very good start as being mayor of the nation's largest city.
A big surprise.
Yeah. I mean, he's upset because he cannot get money from the federal government, although New York has received more federal money than any other city in the country. And yet he thinks he should get more. Only second to Chicago and LA, but and they're both having issues. He's upset with their Democratic governor, Hochul, because she said, no, we're not going to be taxing and giving you more additional funds from taxation.
Well, it's bad when Hochul has to stand in or step up for the people.
Yeah,
because their own mayor can't. Yeah. And not to mention, he's talking about taxing them more. They're already out in the streets protesting.
Oh, he is doing
Figure out something
else.
Yeah,
he's going to tax. He's going to tax the what they call the middle and working class, meaning he's going to tax everybody. He's taxing the poor and stuff. And we all knew that was going to happen because that's what Marxism does.
Yep.
And I'm hoping they enjoy the warm embrace of Marxism.
As he said.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and what's so silly is that even with all of this, we still have people that are absolutely clinging to Marxism. Socialism, some form of Marxism,
and that's why I wonder what's the logical conclusion. Where's that going to end? What's it going to take? Because there are some, even though they're protesting in New York, there are still some that are saying this is the way we believe in this, and it's. I try a lot to understand the mindset, but I still can't at this point.
Well, they're upset that they're going to be taxed. And they're also upset that they don't have the free buses yet, and that they don't have the free grocery stores up and running yet. I mean, come on, people. There's a little bit of cognitive dissonance going on here. I guess I know where they thought the federal government, meaning all of us in the hinterlands, were going to be paying for the people in the cities. And it's
just
crazy.
it's a childish, a juvenile thought process.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know, when if you ever stole something as a kid, you thought that anything you stole, all that money, like if you paid for it all that money went to the shop owner.
Right.
Not realizing the
cost of overhead and
all this
everything
stuff,
else.
And them having to buy it from somebody else. It's that same kind of mindset. It's just childish.
Yeah.
They think that, okay, we're going to have free, the free buses are going to be free all of a sudden somehow.
Yeah.
Well, how? And it blows my mind that adults they can't connect those things. It's just a magic wand.
Or the public with, he answered that. We're going to tax the rich.
Yeah.
Okay, define the rich. How much are you going to tax them? Does this cover it? Are they going to stay around to be taxed?
Not to mention the 1% actually does, as far as federal at least, pay the overwhelming majority of tax.
Yeah.
In the country already. So that's why, even on a federal level, when Trump talks about, lowering a corporate tax, well, there's a reason. Just like with tariffs, you want to bring companies back to America. You don't want them to leave.
Right.
And the same thing on a city level. If you put a tax the rich in New York, all they've got to do is get up and go somewhere else.
Right.
And it's happening. So just like AOC, tax the rich, the dress, and all this stuff. It's such a childish mindset. It's wild to me.
Or oh gosh, we have to tax on capital gains if somebody. Well, what it does is it's just another tax on people's retirement.
Yeah.
It's not that these all wealthy people are sitting around investing all their money and just living off of capital gains from these things. It's you and I saving our 401ks and trying to get cap gains on those things. And I just...
To me, though, even if it was they were sitting around getting rich on, let's say, investments.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You made a good decision with your own money that you worked for.
Right.
Why does the government get to come in and say, no, you've gotten unrealized gains too, is what sucks.
Because they don't...
Whatever the gain is at that time, they're taking same thing with housing and all this with the property tax.
They don't bail you out with the risk if you make a bad investment and you lose money on it. They don't come out and say, oh, well, we're going to give you money because you lost money on that.
Exactly.
But point. Yeah. Or we're going to give you a tax discount because you lost so much money on your investment. It's just it only goes in one direction.
That's actually a good point. I wonder if the tax discount, then they're not literally just giving money back, but just taking some off. I like that idea. Because we want Americans to take risks. In the market. We want companies to be funded and have people have a stake in it. So when you punish it with capital gains and all this stuff, it makes no sense. But a discount, something
capital
like that,
loss discount.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, now when you run for government, you know where you're going to go.
If only we were in charge of that, we could fix that.
Well, we can always address it with our county complainer, Dram Gickinson.
Yeah.
Get it. Find him if we could. If he's sober somewhere.
I saw his Facebook page the other day. Looks like he's gone MIA or something. I don't know what happened.
He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy. Who knows? He's probably in hiding. That's probably what it is.
Oh boy, we should bring him on sometime.
Oh, we should. We really should.
That is, it's wild. Have you seen this? This Jake Lang, well, you saw it. The guy that these Muslims threw a bomb at.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They're protesting at speaking of Mandami, at Mandami's mansion. I was looking up the guy that he jumped over to throw the bomb. His name's Walter Masterson. This guy puts out a tweet calling everybody on the right that was at a protest. Basically, he called them femnoids. He says these incels, all ran away when they saw it. He says, and he took a picture of the bomb. He says, we all just stood there. We were laughing at it because it didn't look real. Like, okay, so you have zero survival skills, no prowess to keep yourself alive whatsoever. Stand there and look at the thing. And they were. In the video, you can see them. They're all just standing there just looking around and looking at it. And on the other side, people are scattering.
Yeah.
Because we... as right-minded people or common sense people, right-minded in the way of not political but correct-minded.
Yeah,
we know that if something's thrown like that, especially by someone who yells Allahu Akbar before, it's best to probably disperse and serpentine all over the place, but don't just stand there. We aren't exactly incels for running from a shrapnel bomb.
Yeah.
So he gets on there and then he posts a video a couple days later. Says, I just want to apologize. I was acting kind of stupidly for standing there. I had, in 2020 hindsight, I should have run away from it. I should have taken cover. So I think he was CYAing because he didn't want to get somebody else hurt for listening to him.
Yeah.
If they say, I'm not going to be an incel. I'm going to stand here and look at that. Yeah. So I think he was avoiding any kind of thing from that. But also... the fact that he had to come do it and do a video, it's like, dude, you just castrated yourself.
I think Joey Jones on Fox might have some advice for him on that too. Yeah,
exactly.
In case people don't know who Joey Jones is, he's the fellow on Fox that was on the military bomb squad that lost his legs. And
Cat Williams had a skit about those people, call them poor little tink tink, because when they would run in the marathons, they go tink tink. Tink, tink, tink. Oh, poor little tank. He ain't to get to the finish line. That's my Cat Williams.
Spot on, man. I closed my eyes.
You couldn't tell. Yeah,
that's
you thought a celebrity was in the building for a second. But it cracks me up. And nothing, of course, in this day and age, we have to disclaimer, Hitler bad, not making fun of paraplegics.
No.
Every one of them is an incredible human being. I can't imagine going through that. But some
they don't
levity.
have a leg to sit on them, but
That's right. Couldn't go against me in court. But it's levity. Levity is, you got to have levity.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
poor little Tink Tink.
Well, the UFC legend. Let's see. I think his name was something Velasquez. I'm trying to think of his. Cain Velasquez. Yeah, he got out of. He just got out of prison.
Good.
He had a 5-year. He had a 5-year sentence, but he's out early. Thank God. And a lot of people may not be aware of, in California, why he was put away, which is stupid. I mean, he did have a mistake with firing his firearm, but the man was absolutely out of his mind, enraged. I would be too, because he was going after this daycare worker that had abused his 4-year-old son.
Yes.
And yet in California, guy with gun shoots gun, be bad, no matter what the pervert is that did to his family or his minor child. And I mean, it enrages me that he had a day in jail, much less sentenced to 5 years. That was crazy.
And I guess it escaped my mind that he had a gun. I thought he just beat the shit out of him.
I read it wrong, but I thought they said that he had that he was trying to shoot the person or something like that. I'm not quite sure on all this. And this happened in 2022?
Yeah, somewhere back there.
Yeah, in Sonoma, California, I believe.
Had to involve a gun if it was 5 years, I would guess.
Yeah,
I don't think you get 5 for beating somebody up.
Well, I think that was the big thing is that they were just so enraged that he had a firearm.
Yeah,
I think that's probably what set them off on that whole
that's gotta
sentence.
be it.
Yeah. But I mean, just bless him that he's out. But you don't hear as much rage and backlash and everything else for these pedophiles.
No.
I mean, it's gross. It's absolutely gross.
And on the opposite end, they normalize it with MAPS.
Oh God, yeah.
Minor attracted persons.
Yeah.
The more normal it gets, the weirder it is. You get so flustered, you don't know what to say anymore. It's weird. But yeah, the fact that no one is angry, nobody's in the streets protesting this. Look at the Muslims that are invading.
Right.
I mean, they're given, it's almost promoted. Oh, that's not his culture. He didn't understand the culture. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get out.
Exactly.
Go back to where you understand your culture. Why do American and European women have to pay for you not knowing, not doing your homework before you get here?
I mean, the minors, the little kids, the unprotected have to be protected by us. The rest of them, like, hey, Graham and I know we've got our perversions, but they're all directed at people that can protect themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
These people are
talking
weird.
About you, baby.
Wink, wink.
Oh my God.
Put that away.
Not again. Oh, jeez.
Got anything else for me?
Yeah, it's have you heard of the Stryker website, medical tech company?
No.
That was cyber hacked by Iran. One of the biggest medical tech companies in the world. Iran got into their website. So when they all tried to log on the other day, it had an Iranian logo. It was like making fun of them. So they're getting us with the cyber attacks, which, I worry more about that stuff than I do actual war. Nobody's going to beat us in a war yet. To this day, we're still good so far. I worry about EMPs, taking out the electrical grid. Yeah. Let's say they do that for 2 weeks, we're done. That's neighbors fighting neighbors.
Yeah.
And it's possible. So cyber attacks like this, that worries me more, but that's probably I don't know. They probably got it figured out by now who did it and have already blocked it.
Well, I mean, and then talk about technology too. I guess we really freaked out both Russia and China when they found out that our Space Force took over Iranian satellites to use against them. So
I hadn't heard that.
Oh yeah. So Space Forces in action.
Oh yeah, and they made fun of Space Force.
Yeah,
Trevor Noah in the Daily Show when it was first 2016 era when he was first talking about it. And
yeah,
it was like which I'm not even going to try to impersonate him. He tried to make a joke, which is just the guy is the opposite of funny, but it's just so stupid. But yeah, Space Force is. It reminds me of Star Wars under the Reagan administration. There's a reason you want to have control of at least low level orbit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
Absolutely, and I guess they use some of Elon Musk's technology too, with knowledge on satellite software and things like that. So,
well, with Starlink, he's pretty well versed in it.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I don't know all the details on it because I'm not that techie, but it sounds like the Iranians had, with the help of the Chinese, had ripped off some of the open source, stuff that Starlink and Tesla had, in there, but they, of course, didn't pay any of the royalties or anything else, and they just kind of openly ripped it off and used it, which ended up being to their detriment. If you're not the creator of something, you don't know the back doors and how you can manipulate it and everything else.
Right.
Yeah.
You could get the customer-facing technology version of it and not the back office's know-how.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. I love when they do that.
And I don't know if we talked about this before or not, but the other things got, I guess, Bill Gates kind of clenching his cheeks, is that Toshiba, I think, has decided that they're not going to offer Windows as their primary operating system when they sell their new computers and laptops. They're going to go with Linux. I don't know if it's going to be like Ubuntu or something like that, but or Zorin or something. But it's going to be a flavor of Linux that they're going to offer for people, and they're not going to be uncomfortable when they get it because it'll look like the Windows type of operating systems and things like that.
Oh, okay.
That's
kind of what I was going to ask next, because I learned about Linux from you.
Yeah.
Probably decades ago at this point. But I always thought that was kind of a almost like you had to know how to code to use it. But that's not.
No,
that's not what they're doing.
It really isn't. I mean, it goes back to when it first came up. It was just like the original Microsoft Basic operating system, and I don't know what they called that when that was the first operating systems that came out with the DOS. That's what it was called, DOS, Disk Operating System, DOS. So it was MS-DOS.
I remember MS-DOS.
And so Linux had their Linux-DOS, and so you just had to type in your codes for Microsoft to get in the commands, and I remember doing that when I first had my first computers, and Linux had the same thing. Well, I didn't hear about Linux. I heard about DOS, Microsoft DOS, and that's what we all learned on, so that we could kick our computers on and then learn the other programming languages, such as Fortran, if you were in engineering, or I can't remember what it was we used if you were in accounting, but those were the two in college. You know, when that's how old I am. I was in college when we had the bootable type of PCs. Mm-hmm. And then after that, then everything kind of evolved. Apple came out with Macintosh and showed off. They couldn't wait to show it off to Bill Gates, who looked at it, and then he ripped it off for Windows.
Yeah.
And so then we've got these things. And, of course, Linux operators, they're sitting there watching both of them and playing around with all these open source things, sharing stuff, and coming out with all these different flavors of Linux and so on to use. And so it is most of, say, for instance, the giant servers and everything else that's used across the world run on Linux. They don't run on the expensive Windows server operatings and things like that. Linux was actually more popular than Windows in a lot of European countries for operating systems, because it was more adaptable for the languages and for the for open source. What do I want to call it? Open source software that was particular for those regions. And so people would always use that. But yeah, this is going to be huge, because the reason why everybody is so into Windows is because you couldn't buy a computer without it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like buying an Apple without having, or an Apple product without having the Apple operating system to it. But like I said, they've got Linux ones that mirror what the Apple operating system would operate like and look like and feel, and they do that with the Windows. I think the ones that are really cool have their own unique look and feel to it, where instead of popping windows open or having them expand, they have cubes or things like that, or little file books where you just keep scrolling through the pages and stuff like that for the different applications you have open and things like that. Yeah. So I always think those are kind of cool because they're more 3D and so on, but they use a lot more of your system power and memories and all that kind of junk. But yeah, this is going to be devastating if other hardware companies start abandoning paying for Windows. I think that's going to be a huge kick into their company.
I imagine it would take a while, but yeah, sounds like it could be. That kind of reminds me of when I used to be able to jailbreak iPhones. Mm-hmm. When everybody used to be able to. I remember running I guess it was the whatever Android version on my iPhone. Yeah, and you could just switch it back and forth. Yep. When you used to be able to jailbreak them, that was kind of cool. Yeah. Back in the iPhone 4, iPhone 5 era. Yeah. Now you can't do it, but that's what that reminds me of.
Well, some people are jacking their Androids and having them run on Linux. Yeah, many Linux phones.
Yeah, that's neat.
It is.
Their phones are still fun, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of tech, this was the last thing I had. Someday I hope to talk more about this for anyone listening interested, but I've been doing a lot of research into AI recently, and I mean in the last couple of days. In that research, I heard just a couple of days ago that 50% of all online articles are written by AI now.
Wow. That's
half of everything you read newsworthy is AI generated.
Wow.
AI has its place, of course, but I don't think it should be in journalism. But I just thought that was wild. So on the other side of that, as far as our social media things, that what a lot of these social media companies are doing now is using AI slop on purpose. These AI generated videos where it's like a cat, being a fire, and then it explodes after it farts or something.
Yeah.
It's they're using that because they also promote ad revenue.
Yeah.
And they know that people are stuck on their platforms. It's going to be real hard for people to leave.
Yeah.
So they're using that to generate ad revenue. And so the thought is that the more they do this, the more people are going to get sick of looking at it. They're going to leave their social medias. And by this time, they're already billionaires anyway, so it doesn't matter to them. And something new is going to come of it, which could save the internet, is what some people are saying. And then I always like to do a book thing at the end of mine, at least. I've got 2 this time, but this one is from Filter World. It's called How Algorithms Flattened Culture by Kyle Chaka. I was blown away by this. I don't want to say the social media site at this point. I may say that later, but a deputy of a certain CEO of a social media company in 2016 wrote this. So we connect more people. That can be bad if they make it negative. Maybe it costs someone a life by exposing them to bullies. Maybe someone dies in a terrorist attack coordinated on our tools, and we still connect people. The ugly truth is that we believe in connecting people so deeply that anything that allows us to connect more people more often is de facto good. Disturbing, to say the least. That was in 2016. So you can imagine what the social media platforms are doing now. That's probably where I'll leave it for that topic for now. But there are 2 books. One of them, I started reading both of these yesterday. The first one is If Anyone Builds It, Everyone Dies. Why Superhuman AI Would Kill Us All. Good thing is we're not near superhuman yet, but there are companies that are working toward it fast because we're in an AI arms race. Not only within the country, but against China and Russia and other, the people that want to get there first. Just like the Cold War. But now it's about AI.
Wow.
That book is by Eliza. These are weird names. Eliza Yudkowsky and Nate Soares. The other one where I just read that, which I already said it, but the other one where I just read that quote is from a book called Filter World, How Algorithms Flattened Culture, which is really cool because it goes into real world things. One of the authors, or actually the author of this one, travels the world, and he started noticing that when algorithms started becoming real involved in social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at the time, all of them, TikTok even, all of these coffee shops around the world that he would go to started to all look the same. And he noticed that it lined up exactly with that algorithm culture. So you see, so everybody around the world is all watching these same algorithms, except in China where with TikTok, they don't show you the American version of TikTok.
Right.
Because they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they've done.
They have classical music and ballet on theirs.
And educational and pride and country and all this. And we get some girl making up a dance it takes about 2 calories to do, and to get 15,000 likes on it. Anyway, off topic. Just it's just slop.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's saying how it's in infiltrating actual real world stuff. So it's really opened my eyes to how much social media is. It's such a cliche thing, but it really is disconnecting people, whether they realize it or not.
Right.
Whether it's you go into a coffee shop and you want to take a picture of your coffee before you drink it. Let's say that takes, 2 minutes? Well, 3 or 4 minutes if you want to edit the photo, put some hashtags, post it.
Right.
How many times a day, how many times a week, how many times do you do that kind of thing, even just throughout the day? It adds up in time. Mm-hmm. People are ignored. It's one of my biggest things, and I'll shut up after this, but it's one of my biggest things. You go to a restaurant, and you see everybody sitting and staring at their phones. And what are they doing with their phones? They've got the thumb pushing up.
Yeah.
Just pushing up the screen, just couples go out to eat.
Yeah.
What's the point? So it's these books have kind of opened my eyes and some things that have happened with me lately that, like I say, I'll talk about later if anybody's interested. But it's it's wild how ingrained social media is, and we don't even realize it fully yet.
Right. Well, we will have links to where they can look at Amazon for those books in our for our listeners in the show notes that we have here. But that is a concern because I mean our population is and birth rates are going down. You have young boys growing up that aren't even interested in being part of the touchy booby tribe, and stuff like that, which is concerning. It really is. And the social impact that all of this is going on is just incredible. And if people are as enraged and have issues, if you've got issues and you're a listener, put it down in the show notes. We'll address it too. But you've been listening to Tripp and Graham have issues, and we will have you join us next week when we introduce some more issues, and maybe in the near future, Martina will come on and speak with us. Go to libertycrackmedia.com if you're interested in more books. We've got The Bookworm Mom. And if you want to hear about politics and another beautiful day in Myrtle Beach, then tune in to Conversations with the Hoff. And if you just want to laugh at a bunch of goofy guys, you've got to listen to Microphone Monkeys. But if you love to hear us groan on about our issues, and after this, we're going to go out and have some cigars. Tune in for some more.
By the way, I was in the room for Microphone Monkeys for part of that, and that is a good one. Tune into that one as well. They all are, but I got to hear some of that one. Well, these guys are funny.
We got to have you sit in on some of those, too.
I'd love to.
All right. Well, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Well, the papers scream and the TV cries about every little thing under blue skies. They'll tell you what to eat, what to think, what to say, while taxing your paycheck every damn payday. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. The talking heads on the nightly news act like we all gotta pick sides and choose, left or right, black or white, us or them. Tripp says, hell, I just don't give a damn. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. Yeah, the government man says we know what's best, while digging in your pockets with each request. Tripp tips his hat and walks away. Keep your solutions, I'll find my own way. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. Starts losing its mind, and everyone's angry all the damn time. Just grab your guitar, pour a tall glass, and laugh along with old Tripp's wise ass.